The mosquitoes are coming out early. I had my first kill of the day. It's 7:30 in the morning. We made it back to trail. It is day 91. We're warming up after a chilly night. And yeah, I think we're ready to hike. We're gonna put in like 23 miles today to apparently a beautiful swimming spot. You excited? Let's do it. Another pretty lake. It might be Miller Lake down there. Hopefully this means we're getting out of the dry section of Oregon.
Okay, so we've gone some handful of miles, and now we're getting close to the 6-horse spring, but people are saying that when you get your water from the spring, you should be prepared to run because you've angered the mosquito gods. So knowing how bad the mosquitoes have been, I don't know if that's an exaggeration and it's worth a stop. I have like almost 2 liters, maybe even a little more of 2 liters of water. The next water is in 10 miles, and it's really cool. It's like 53 and it's very shaded. So I'm thinking I can make it without. I don't really want, maybe I'll let the boys go first because they need water and they can tell me how bad it is. How was it?
Oh my God, it was brutal. Such a climb. Okay. Let me lay down.
How are the mosquitoes?
Plenty, but not aggressive. Okay, I need you to go.
Okay. You can put it here.
Oh.
It's so dramatic. Finally, I'm coming up to the water cache in the road. Oh, that was only 9 miles, I think. We got like 22 today. It's gonna be a tough day. I need a long break. Look what hiker trash I found at the water cache. Gargoyle's on his way.
Thank you to Devilfish once again to maintain this lovely water cache for us.
Homie.
We took a nice little break here in the shade. Look at all this water. And there's even batteries to charge up your phone. Great place. Now, unfortunately, we need to do 11 more miles. Yes, 11. We're all so excited, as you can see.
Some really nice views here in Oregon. This is, I think, the Diamond Lake Wilderness. Diamond Peak Wilderness? Diamond Peak Wilderness? Someone joked that it's the Diamond Peak Wilderness pond tour because there's a lot of ponds and lakes and stuff. We haven't really gotten in any, although we showed you we camped near one last night that was kind of beautiful. And this morning it had this spooky look to it, but I'm hoping we'll get into more. I don't know if you can even see the lake there for how foggy it is. It smelled like smoke the last couple of days. I know Oregon's got some wildfires going on. I don't think anything near here, but it's quite hazy. We have 3.6 more miles to get to the campsite tonight. Tent site, I should say. And I need a break, I need a break,
Okay, I've blasted ahead of Laura, but haven't caught David yet. Here's what our walk looks like. Looks like really most of Oregon so far. First sign of the lake. Very excited. I'm not sure what to do because I got to the lake and it's beautiful. But David's not at the tent site that we agreed we would meet at. Laura's not here yet.
I don't know if you guys can see as I'm running away from the mosquitoes, but through the trees, there's this amazing, beautiful lake, like right here. It came up so quickly. Oh, I'm so excited to get to camp. That right there is our campsite. There the boys are over there. Look how amazing this is. And it has a sandy bottom, not a muddy bottom. So I am so going to be swimming. Oh, this is like the best campsite on the PCT so far. Okay, y'all, Dylan was supposed to be in front of me, but he's not here at the campsite, and that is concerning a little bit. Hopefully he'll show up. It's really weird. And he has the tent, and there's a lot of bugs. But we got the coolest campsite I've been on the PCT. It's called the Peninsula, and it's at mile, I think, 1890.3. It's the coolest thing ever. Let me show you. .360 water. There's David's tent. And there's Bear himself. And there's where we're going to put our tent. If Dylan ever shows up.
I'm currently waiting for Laura. I don't know if that strategy is going to be any good. I spoke to a foreign couple who didn't speak a lot of English, who I think said they didn't see her. So hopefully she didn't pass me. I'm not waiting here for nothing, but I can't stay here much longer. This is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see them all around me, but oh my god, they're everywhere. I'm headed to the next tent site in .7. Hopefully David's there, and he can at least watch my backpack while I go look for Laura.
So here's what's happened. Dylan and I were hiking to this spot, and we were like a mile away, maybe 2. And he was in front of me. Let him go ahead. I told him I'd see him at the campsite. I got to the campsite over 30 minutes ago. He's not here. Starting to get a little bit worried. I went ahead to the next campsite just in case there was like a slight miscommunication. He's not there. I messaged him on my Garmin, which I never do. Starting to get a little bit worried. I'm going to ask people. I'm backtracking a little bit, and I'm going to ask people if they've seen him.
Starting to get worried. It's about 7:30, so I've been, around our agreed upon tent site for about an hour. Still no Laura.
Okay, I just talked to some other PCT hikers who were camped near us, and they said they saw a guy of his description a little while ago, but they said he was headed the opposite way. I can't imagine why. So I've just been thinking, if he was walking southbound, unless he was like trying to find a place to dig a cat hole, he may have been trying to find me for some reason. And so we may have missed each other, and now I'm really worried that he like kept hiking backwards looking for me. Y'all, I found Dylan. Apparently he doesn't know what a peninsula is.
As you've probably gathered from the video, there was a miscommunication. I did not realize that we were going to be camping on the peninsula, even though that is in fact what I had been saying. So the other two were correct in where they went. I don't believe I was thinking entirely correctly because of the hundreds of mosquitoes swarming me. But in the end, we did find each other, even though we just kept missing each other for a little while. We all made it to the peninsula, and it was in fact our favorite tent site on the PCT to this point.
Okay, so I'm going to do the summary video because Dylan is taking a dip in the lake because he has a lot of mosquitoes and he wanted bites and he wanted to get away from them. We did 23 miles on paper today, but both Dylan and I did a lot of walking and running around trying to find each other. And then we did an additional 0.7 miles from our campsite this morning, and then just a tiny smidge after that. So I don't know how many miles we actually did, but we ascended over 2,000 feet and we descended almost 3,000 feet. It was like, I think, 2,700 or something. We are about 20 miles out from, it's a little resort called Sheltered Cove Resort, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And right now, I think we're just relieved that we have found each other and we are safe. And yeah, I think now we're going to go to bed. Thank you for watching.